think one of the things that annoys me the most about recording during the day is the lighting in my room. It's so inconsistent. It almost looks normal today. I hate it. Welcome back, everybody. I'm down here today because after a solid 20 to 25 minutes of trying to decide where to put the camera, this is the best thing I could come up with. Because this game uses every inch of the screen and it's very annoying. Regardless, I'm playing some more Binding of Isaac. This is probably the first time I've played this in over a year, I think? So, sure to be a shit show. Sure to be a shit show. So, let's get back to it, shall we? As you can see, I've got all this stuff, but I'm going to go ahead and assume that because for a while after I stopped playing, they were continuing to add content to the game, even if they've finished by now and I have not kept up with it at all. I'm assuming there's going to be a lot more added here. Now, I do have continue there because it's like 46 seconds because I was setting up for the game. However, we're going to do a new run. Apparently, I had a win streak of -3. That's encouraging. We're going to go on hard mode because why play on anything lower than hard mode, really? What are you? Bro, what are you? Casual? Lazarus. Okay, Lazarus is like, if I remember correctly, just bad Isaac. Starts with a pill. Oh boy, I can't wait to find out what this is. That's a good start. Oh, this is a great start. Alright. Ooh, I'll tell you what, let's see if I can... Oh, come on. No, over here, buddy. Over here. No. See that guy. Okay, you know what? We're working on it. We'll work around. Okay, don't blow yourself up, though. Like, I really need you to, like, put a bomb, like, here and then here. Or, like, just here. Either way, just a bomb in this direction would be great. Come on, buddy. I could have actually worked with that. Come on. God, blow it over there. Why? Ooh, yes, okay. We have movement. Come on. You know what? That works. Sure, okay. You'll get to me eventually, buddy. You'll get there eventually. Come on. Yep, sure, okay. You know what? You've pretty much bombed everything except this rock now, so... Over here. Yeah! Nice. Ooh, I'm a small rock. It paid off! It paid off, everybody! So this recording's been going for like 2.5 minutes and I've done one room. That bodes well. However, I start off with a pretty significant damage up. That guy's gonna explode when I kill him. There he is. It's weird how much I remember of this. Like, so much of it is muscle memory, but so much of it is also, like, just things I've ingrained into my brain. For example, Birth Road. That's a D6 roll. It's because I have, like, this is a thing I like to bring up on stream a lot. But I've actually played over 1,000 hours of this game. And about 1,400 hours if you include the original Isaac. I played like 300 hours of that. Played like 300-ish hours of it, and never once completed a run of the original game. So I love the original game. I just sucked at it. This game has the advantage of being a version of the Binding of Isaac that works. Maggie's bow. That's extra red hearts. I'm not against taking that, because I think it also makes pills better? I don't really remember. I'm not against taking it, but what I'll do is I'll leave it there, because I could potentially reroll that. I'll see if the boss is worth rerolling with my Perth Row. Or I could just hold on to the Perth Row forever and then live the dream of going infinite. That's always fun. Ooh, yeah. Yeah, you got caught between a headless and a farty place. Nobody wants to be headless and farting. Sorry, I got caught up on my own joke. Just sitting there thinking for a moment, the fuck does that mean? This rematch. super sucks when you've got, like, no upgrades. Gotta do this shit. These ones are actually not so hard, because the side ones are not so bad because you can just do that, because you can outrange them. Also really sucks when they're a champion as well. There we go. What's this? Algiz. Okay, I need to remember there's a Perthro there. Because Algiz might be useful later on. I can actually use the Algiz in the boss. And come back for the Perthro. That's a Shining Rock. I'm gonna take the Shining Rock. I don't have another trinket, but that'll show me where secret rooms are. Trapdoors are. Which will be useful. It'll also point out the tinted rocks, which is actually pretty useful in the later levels. Because they're not super obvious, and I missed them all the time before I was out of practice at this game. And this one room is super easy because you can just outrange them, as I've said before. As long as your outrange isn't potato, you should be fine. So I actually just use Algiz as the boss here, which I actually totally don't need to because it's a little horn, but just in case. Starting off with that damage up is pretty significant, actually. It makes the whole thing a lot easier. When Rebirth first came out, that being the sequel, so it started with all the runes and stuff in place. You had to unlock them, but they all started in the game. You'll notice how Algiers just lasts fucking forever. Well, in the original game, it actually did last forever. Like, it lasted until the end of the room that you were in. Meaning that you could just use it at the beginning of a fight, and then... Oh, I already had... I already had those. Okay, Pearl Necklace I actually take with Soul Hearts. Oh, it's not Soul Hearts. It's range and lockup. Shouldn't have taken that. Oh. So let's go grab that Perthro. You know what? Even after I said all that, I think I will just take the Maggie's bow. It's not a terrible item, and it is red hearts. Is there anywhere there could be a secret room on this floor? Not super obviously. Most likely, not there actually. Most likely directly to the south here. I've got 3 bombs. You know what? I'm gonna test it. Yarp. Ooh. A bomb and 2 keys to get that. The key bagger on the right is super not worth it. Well, I could re-roll this key bag, but then it would be like a bomb and a key to get that anyway. Not worth it. As much as I'd love to do that, it is not worth it. If I could fly, it'd be a totally different story. But alas, I cannot. You feel healthy. Yeah, okay, so they actually, it improves pills. You feel healthy, it improves pills, it just doesn't identify them. If you have the PhD, it improves and identifies. It basically means now I can just take pills and it won't affect me. I could go into the shop, but there is 0 point in me doing so. The donation machine I have is not super full, but it is like, if I remember correctly, it probably has like 100 in it. I always try to keep like $1 in that thing. Also, it's kind of worth keeping a Perthro rune as well for if I get a devil deal on this floor, which I'm gonna try and do without getting hit. See how well this goes, shall we? And one more guy. Okay. So, first room down. A lot of people ask me how you can like do this so easily without getting hit. It's entirely about learning patterns. Fuck. He says immediately after getting hit. Before getting hit. Because time is relative and linear. That sucks. That's a shitty way of losing a devil deal. Question mark? Oh boy. Remote detonator. Well, I don't have a... I don't have a space use item yet, so... It is better than nothing. It's actually not really better than nothing, it's actually just kind of annoying. It is technically a buff, but it's like a buff that nobody wants. There are better buffs. The annoying thing is, I knew that I was going to fuck up the very second I started talking about like, how to avoid getting hit. Partly it is learning patterns. The other part is having a very good idea of where you are standing and where they are going to be shooting. So it's a room full of fire. Also, always be careful of the orange fires. I have taken so much damage over the years of playing this game because an orange fire just spits at you when you're not paying attention. Like when I used to stream this game all the time, I would get situations where I would just get hit because I was reading chat, just like on the screen over here, like, oh, let's go over there. Oh, and I've been shot. Okay, there is probably a secret room right here. Yep. Oh, look, a reroll machine that's got nothing to reroll. Oh, boy. Oh, right, yeah. Why isn't it blowing up? Derp. Fucking remote detonator. I do now have 14 cents, so it is actually worth me doing this. Okay, I got like $2 on the machine. I always try to keep the machine relatively stocked because there's no point in taking your money with you. So I will buy this. I'll also blow up this guy. Ah! Keep forgetting. Keep forgetting. Let's buy this key as well. Having that just 1 extra point of damage is super helpful when you accidentally corner yourself like this. That was entirely my fault. I didn't even do that. I did that to myself. That's not a good item. The broken switch. It means every time you use your space use item, you teleport. Wait, is that something else? I don't know. My knowledge of the trinkets was never that good to begin with. Do I want to trade a bomb for a key? Sure, let's go with yes. Oh, there's spiders in that. Took my hand off the keyboard and then suddenly spiders appeared. That's just something you need to deal with in everyday life, I feel. As soon as you let your guard down, spiders appear. Too real, man. Too real. Okay, so I do have a 46% chance of getting a devil deal here. It's not impossible. It's just not very likely. Okay, Dingle. Dingle? Dangle. Whatever he's called. I skip past the screen. I need to stop doing that because I don't actually remember what half these bosses are called. I know this is the easier version. Because yes, he leaves these poopy streaks on the floor, but they don't damage you. They make you slide around, and he only ever dashes twice. Ah, you motherfucker. No devil deal, which is not super surprising. Pentagram, though. I'll take a pentagram. Pentagram is just yet more damage. This was a mystery floor as well, so the Perthrow is less useful. Do I want to full clear this floor? Sure, let's go full clear the floor. I sort of did it without really thinking. But I do actually want to full clear the floor because I want consumables, I want money, potential to find a curse room now that I've already done the boss. And found out that there is no devil deal. Well, that didn't really accomplish much now, did it? Well. Now we've got the Walk of Shame. Back to the boss room. The Walk of Shame filled with nothing. You know, let's try to be cheesy. Let's try to be super cheesy and go for the super secret room, which might be right here. Damn it. It might be right here. Yay! The first time. First try. I might get some soul hearts out of this. Let's get to spend all my money here. There's a soul heart. That gives me a bit of protection for next floor. In case I fuck up again. Soul heart, and it was. It was might give me.
It was.
Okay. Although there's actually no reason for me to not use that right now because I've already killed the boss. Every time. Every fucking time I forget that. That's just an extra movement speed up. Let's just go. Let's just go, shall we? Totally worth it. Just have to compensate for the lack of speed now, but I've had 2 damage ups and a Polyphemus now. If I can get some shot speed, this will be beautiful. Or like if I can get piercing or something. And you better believe we have not got a 1 run, but we have a real good chance at one. Polyphemus is one of the strongest items in the game. And fun little factoroonie. It is the first item I ever picked up in the very first time I ever played Binding of Isaac. First item ever. So, you know, it's like greeting an old friend at this point. Okay, I'm still got my 100% Devil Deal chance. You can see on the left there, the Antichrist symbol. So I don't need to blow that guy up yet, but I'll come back and blow him up later if I take red heart damage. Oh, shit. That was much closer than it should have been. The bomb for a chest. Sure, let's do that. I got a bomb back. You know what? On balance, could have been worse. These things are just annoying because of the way they move. Like, we can't corner them. Or, like, they keep hiding behind stuff. Super fucking annoying. There's, like, one room which has, like, a sideways triangle of mushrooms with one square in between each of them. And they have a habit of, like, running into those and then just you not being able to hit them. Because you just can't get an angle on them. Yes, it is infuriating. I absolutely should have taken damage there, because that worm should have charged at me. You know what? I'd rather keep a key than a bomb. So, I'm actually going to go back in, all the way down here, back into this secret room. I'm going to go bomb my way out of the secret room. Also need to remember there's a battery there. Hey, that's a little brimstone. Okay, even though I've not had any Devil Deal so far, I've received 2 Devil Deal items. 2 items that can be found in the Devil Deal. So, you know what? Hard to complain. Now I need to remember to use them. No. Again, might come blow you up for funsies. Blag. Ooh, no, I'm actually gonna leave that. You stop. There we go. Kept like going, I'm gonna go in the beam. I'm gonna go in the beam. I'm gonna go there. And then just never did. Well, that was annoying. Bomb spiders. Those statues will always shoot even though the room is ended, so you gotta be careful. Or you can do this. Then you can just run through before they activate. Card is Strength card. Okay, that's also very good for Devil Deals because you can use it to cheat the deal. However, per throw is generally better because you can just reroll stuff. You can get better stuff rather than like having to rely on RNG quite as much. Oh, little Brimstone, you're so crazy. Let's do the fight. Husk. Even though it's the upgraded Husk, it's still not difficult. And there's my deal. That's a Soul Heart. And that's Abaddon. So there is 0 point in me not taking this. Because then what I can do is take that, get a shit ton of Soul Hearts, and then I can just re-roll that into... wait, what's this called? I know what it does, just remember what it's called. Is this the... It's not the contract, it's not something like that. It's not Missing Page, it's the other one. Contract from Below, there we go. And now I've got what I believe is still not a very good, but a better item now. Space user. Do I want to redo the floor? There's no point. Let's just go. Let's go. Yeah, there might be a cursor in there, but the fact is, right now, I've got a build going. I'm fine. Realistically, this is not going to get any better. Challenge room? You know what? Yeah, I'll do this. that's a gold key as well. So this was actually completely worth it. I also got the bombs back. Need to bear in mind that I've got fear effect, and if he's afraid, then he'll jump away, not towards me. So yeah, that was 1,000,000,000% worth it. You can't even get 1,000,000,000%. That's how worth it was. And because I've got Maggie's bow, these pills were guaranteed to be good. No. There we go. I'm kind of doing the thing which always happens when you get Little Brimstone. You just sort of stop using your own shots and just start using Little Brimstone. Should always kill the black poops. Like, should always kill all poops, really. But you should always kill the black ones especially, because there is a infinitesimally low chance that they'll drop a black heart. The virus. Virus is actually a movement speed down, and it requires you to get hit. So I'm actually going to ignore that. And you might be thinking, well, why not just pick it up now so it doesn't show up later? Because you can get multiples of that particular item. In fact, you can get multiples of most of the mini-boss items, not just that one specifically. Take off supplies, and I'm actually going to do this. You absolutely can get that chest without blowing up those fires, but it's not worth it. Well, the only thing I actually gained out of that is some spiders. So, you know, not the end of the world. Perks. Oh, I may as well take this one then. This is the same thing. Guaranteed to be the same. The pill effect always randomizes at the beginning of each floor. No, sorry, beginning of each run, each game. But once they've been set and locked in, every color pill will be whatever that pill is, whatever the rest of those color pills are. So all the black and white ones will always be perks, regardless. And that's even if you get like a mystery floor where everything's covered up. Daddy. Not that desperate for money. Rare card. Well, do I actually want... I don't want the red heart that I can get from this. Because, yeah, I can use this and get a white heart. But I don't want that. Because... Oh, shit. If I'd reacted faster, I could have just gone through this room without them shooting. But I didn't react very fast. So, like I said, out of practice. Oh boy, there's 3 pills I can't possibly get without flying. Aha, there was a fucking orange fire taking shots at me. Little bastards. Got a gold key, so I may as well. Okay, so I could get the PhD, but the only thing that would do at this point is... The only thing that would do at this point is, like, tell me what pills are before I use them, but I already know they're going to be good, so there's no point. Okay, let's... Piggy Bank has got limited usability at this stage of the game. Let's take that, that, and Catacombs too. We got time to build up more money. It is weird how much of this is just muscle memory. The only time where I actually did fuck up so far is that one room when I was trying to explain how I didn't get hit, and it's because at that point I was no longer using muscle memory, I was actually trying to use actual memory, which is basically guaranteed death. Moldy Bread is a red HP up, and that's a devil deal. So if I take this now, hopefully there's something I can buy in here. Nope. Well, that fucked up. Whoops. Still better, Oh, now I gotta hope for a devil deal on the next floor. Because now I've got a red heart. I don't want that. Welp. Or if I can find like a blood bank or something, that'd be good. something where I can reduce my health by 1 red heart. I have not seen that kind of statue head before. That's the first, like, new thing I've run into, though, which is surprising. And I have 17 keys. So you know what? I'm gonna get this. Holy shot. Okay. The thing that judges how often you get these holy shots, which are... Let me see if I can show you one. Ow, come on. Okay. The thing that judges how often you get them is your luck stat. And my luck stat was actually increased at the beginning of the run, because I took that luck up. Whatever it was called. The pearl necklace. Slightly more chance of getting a devil deal. You get slightly more chance of getting devil deals if you blow up shopkeepers. Even if they're not in an actual shop. Okay, gotta be careful. Get out of here. Charge up, baby, and block. This right here is a pukey baby. There it is. That was the holy shot. The space laser. I've met so many people whose least favorite enemy in the game are those skeletons. The Q-bones, as people call them. Wheel of 4chan? Fuck yeah. Let's use that here. Damn. Realistically, I definitely should have waited until the final floor to use that. If you use that on the final floor and then blow it up, it counts as a free item. Not worth. I mean, like a free pedestal item, I should say. That's why you should also try and keep things like Perthrow and the thing that Yara for the final floor, because then you get just bunches of extra free pedestal items. Although I've always been of the opinion that if you can't like already win by the time you get to the final floor, then you're probably not going to anyway. Bombs have a range of 2 squares. Oh. That one actually wasn't mine. I was gonna try and blow a bridge over that with that. Never mind. Yeah, if you can't already win by the time you get there, then chances are you're not going to. But the final bosses are mean. Don't want that. Can't take it anyway. Oh, managed to fear that guy, so he didn't corner me. That's nice. Damn it. Puke on them, baby. Puke. Your vomit will bring me great victory. Blog. Blog. One more time. Blog. The Binding of Isaac, a game where you puke, cry, and vomit your way to victory. And that's not an inaccurate statement. Oh. No actual enemies in here, okay. Do I want to go that way? I found the shop, I found the item room. Could go looking for a curse room, I guess, but yeah, fuck it, let's just go. Got a 38.75% chance of getting a devil deal. Oh, did it? Yeah, I've got quite a bit of damage now. There's my devil deal. It's gonna be a mystery room though. Meat. God damn it, come on, Matt. There's very small damage on. On the plus side, there's a dark bomb there, so I don't have to take these, but I might as well. Demon baby, sure. Empty vessel. Sure. Empty vessel gives you flying if you... Flying and a dark heart, I think, if you have no red hearts, I think. I know it definitely gives you flying. obviously. I think it gives you other stuff as well. I think it's a damage up. I don't know, I wasn't paying attention. If you were paying attention, then feel free to comment down below what it actually does to my stats. It's one of those things where I know it's good, I just don't remember why it's good. Beyond the flying. At the very least, I don't plan on getting any more red hearts, so...
Horf.
Love that it sometimes says the pill names. Horf! Should definitely just move on, like I really don't need to do this. This is the last floor that has any shops, so picking up money is still useful, just in case. Of course, because the last floor that has... Because the last floor that can have shops, it's almost definitely going to be a... That's what it does. Gives you a shield randomly. It's almost definitely going to have a greed in there instead of an actual shop. Because why would the game like you having fun? Sure, I'll use a double key. Why not? Oh, that's why not. Because it wasn't worth it. Cool. Oh, you know what? It had a gold key in it. Worth it. And I even replaced the key that I did have, so you know what? Sure. There's another one of those rooms. Just charge through it. As long as your speed isn't, like, super low, just charging through most of these rooms will just win you the room. Nope. Wrong way. My mistake. And yeah, I know these guys don't take any damage from the front unless you use your brimstone baby on them, in which case they take all the damage. Because brimstone don't give a fuck. Lil Brimstone, the original gangster. Blarg! Oh, you are not dying. There you go. It is actually possible to trigger a glitch in this room. If you get one of the... Somehow, get one of the little chubs... sorry, not little chubs. The chubs to stand on these spikes, and they get killed by the spikes and drop a red heart, they will drop red hearts on every frame of their death animation. So they'll just fill the room with red hearts. There's fucking tons of them. It is rare and requires a fuck ton of RNG, but... there it is. I like this. This is one of my favorite weapons in the game. This is the animation. Little bones flying off everywhere. It's great. Especially if you happen to have like a split shot or something, because it just puts these little bones everywhere. Also, it's a good effect as well. Gives you kind of like explodey shots, kind of. But not really explodey per se. You know what? I will buy Black Candle. I don't get the full benefit from it, of course. But it also puts my curse up. I didn't realize that. Oh. Found a secret room. Oh, this has got greed in it. Alright, well. Couldn't get out of this floor without at least one greed, I guess. And here's a bunch of money to put in the donation machine. That's something. I don't think I get any extra benefit for... Nope. Blowing up extra dudes does not get me extra devil deal chance. However, it does get me extra money sometimes. So... feed the machine! They've changed that. Wow, okay. That's good improvement. They made it so it goes in faster and faster and faster the longer you're touching it. Because before it would be like a da-da-dun, 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 and it would just take you a year to put in like 99 cents or something. Now it just does that until it breaks, which is good. That's a good change. I have no idea when that came in, because of course I haven't played this in like a year. But I'm going to go ahead and assume it was sometime in the last year. That definitely wasn't a thing when I last played. Nice, good improvement. Good, solid improvement. Yeah, I'm pretty powerful now. Is there a bomb in here? There is. It was just hiding behind the score. You saucy minx hiding behind the score. Do I want anything else? Got shop, got item room. Yeah, I got everything. Everything that I care about. That's a devil deal. I'm not doing the dark room for my first time back because I'm not insane. 3 red chests. You know what? I'm okay with that. I would obviously rather that, what am I doing? I can't even use that. I would obviously rather that there be items there, but I've got a good build going, you know? As long as I don't majorly fuck up, this should be a 1 run at this point. Like, earlier it wasn't a 1 run, now I'm pretty certain it is. Ah, fuck! I avoided it and then walked back into it. Because, yeah, you can force your way between those guys without taking damage, because touching these doesn't actually hurt. I avoided it and then fucked up. Well, and I fucked up, oh god, immediately on the level where, as soon as you get to this level, instead of doing half a heart of damage, everything does a full heart of damage. I have not... Okay, I was just taken by surprise there. That's what got me that time. I have never seen those things attached to poops in the middle of the room. That's new to me. Like, I know a lot of people watching this will see that and be like, oh my god, you noob, this has been around for a year. And like, yeah, but I ain't seen it. See, I probably wouldn't have noticed that that had a cross on it. Would have really liked some soul hearts, though. Just to, you know, replenish my dumbness. My dumbass ammunition, if you will. Brains! And like little digestive systems. Actually, no, those are actually little brains. I know there's one enemy in the game, the ones like roll around rocks, which people constantly call brains, and they're not. They're clearly little digestive systems. There's a lot of batteries in here. Probably not north. It's a red heart game. That's not what I want. I can't use that, you silly goose. Oh. My phone's going off. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Might be an important phone call. Come on. Come on. Yes, I would like to talk about my long-distance service provider. I'm very interested in that. Very interested. Okay, I'm back. That was a super important phone call, and yeah, but now it's done, so we can get back to the much more important playing of video games. There's no rocks in here. Kill that guy. Jesus. You might be wondering how I managed to avoid getting hit there. It's because I'm a god. Not even like a god gamer, just like straight up, I am Jesus. Only Jesus could have avoided getting hit there. And yeah, I'm not even sure how I avoided getting hit there. Yeah. No shops, no curse room. What the fuck is that? Holy shit, that's new! What the shit is going on? Ah, fuck! Fuck! Die! He's not dead. Oh god, he's not dead. What the fuck just happened here? So much shit just went down on my screen. That's surprising. This is why I shouldn't skip intro screens, because that probably would have provided some information that I could have used. I'm traumatized. Let's not pick that up, because I do not want a red heart at this point in the game. Okay, recover. Move on. Okay. Ooh, free stuff. No! Balls of steel. Nice.
Balls of steel.
Oh. But it's supposed to be a good pill. What's this one? Oh. 48 energy is another one, which is part of like the combination that lets you go infinite. Ah, jeez. King Wallmaster Mother Hands. Ow! Again, I'm not used to that yet. It was me, like, doing the smack talk, going like, oh, this is totally a one run. And I just keep taking damage over this shit because you just don't know what to expect. I knew there'd be updates to the game. Why did I think I had this down pat? Hey, why are you dead? Stop being not dead and get over here and be dead. I have a shield. Oh boy, a gold key when I already have 31 keys. I mean, gold keys are great. I ain't mad about the golden key. You know, don't really need keys at all. What I'd love is like, just randomly drop like nothing but pedestal items. That'd be my favorite thing ever. Try to kill only one of the fistulas at once. The last thing you want is like a room just full of fistula pieces, which can all deal the damage to you. And then you're basically playing an Ikaruga game at that point. Which, no, I don't even think for a second that I could ever actually play an Ikaruga game. And with any form of proficiency. Because if it's been well established at anything, I am maybe above average at gaming at best. Is it worth? No, it isn't. Oh god, it's not worth it. Have they removed the diagonal shots from the Krampus head? Could just pick that up. I just didn't want to be locked in an animation while I was in the middle of a fight. Ooh, soul heart. Ow! There goes the soul heart, I guess. I noticed that way too late. Ooh, shiny! This is not the first time I've been scuppered by ooh, shiny. One of my first ever stream highlights is me playing Dark Souls 2. But that exact same thing happens. I go, oh boy, shiny, and then just walk directly into an explosion. God damn. Open up. Open up. Open your gob. There you go. You know, I've got plenty of money. Is this worth it? There is a there's a blood bank in here. Of course I can blow you up. Oh, apparently that didn't count. Never mind. My bad. I don't really need anything else. There's a blood bank in here though, so if I want to, I can... If I end up accidentally getting a red heart, I can use my perk spill and then come in here and use that. They did not die in like one hit. That's... They're getting a second hit? Okay. I killed most of them there, so... should be relatively okay. Curse room. Again, it's not super worth it. Like, yeah, I might get some Devil Deal items out of it, but at this point, I'd rather not take the damage. I mean, one could argue that I've got so much health and the damage is sort of irrelevant at this point. I could argue that I could still fuck up. Also, those rolling things, that's what a lot of people call brains in this game, and they're not. They are very clearly digestive systems. Get your facts in order. I reckon that's a secret room. I was wrong! How embarrassing for me! Blah! If I happen across the boss, I'll just go back and grab a battery. There's the boss. Immediately. There we go. That right there got me some extra Devil Deal chance. 97.5% chance of getting a Devil Deal after this. Better get me a fucking Devil Deal. Legitimately, the hardest part of this fight is this eye phase at the beginning. Because you're running one of those builds where you can only get hit once and you'll die. Then those eyes are some of the hardest shit to avoid. That's dead cat. I think it's too late to start picking up guppy pieces. I really do. And that'll give me a red heart, so that's not worth it, sadly. Oh, but I got Leviathan. That's something, I guess. Leviathan does exactly what I already do. It gives you flying and black hearts. Yeah, it's not worth it. I mean, yes, there's a chance that I could end up getting more cat pieces later, but it's not fucking worth it. Not now. If I'd started getting it earlier, like if we even have one other cat piece, then I could have tried to go towards a guppy transformation. But now, not worth. Is this worth? God, no! Fuck no! Especially because it might have ended up being a guppy piece, and then I'd be super sad. Well, that's not good. Yeah, that's better.
Up.
God damn, I didn't kill him. Oh. Never mind, I was about to say, god damn it, I didn't kill him before he went up, but turns out I did. If you could, like, die on my schedule rather than yours, that would be fantastic. Oh, got mazed. Got mazed quite a lot closer to the boss. Also, most of my Krampus shot just missed him in its entirety. Why did you slam there? Let's go this way. There's the boss. Hopefully I won't get mazed out of the boss. Because yes, there could be curse rooms and stuff, but again, ain't a lot of point. There's also not a lot of point for me killing these fires, but habit, I guess. Should I go try charging Krampus? Nah, I don't need it. I am going to use perks here, just in case. Because this is probably one of the hardest bosses in the game. More so than Blue Baby in the chest, I'd say. You do need to know where to stand. And, well, I'm very out of practice, so... The corners are relatively safe, as long as you choose the correct corner. Like, 3 out of 4 of the corners are pretty safe. And I've got a shield, I win. It's another one of those things where if you can get out of, like, the earlier phases, then you're gonna win. Which I obviously did. Oh, I could have got some free bombs. Oh, dang. I missed the bombs. Oh yeah, it started as Lazarus. Completely forgot about that. Okay, let's do some chesticles. Continuum. Crown of Thorns. Little chest. Anarchy's cookbook. Well, I'm going to pick up the Anarchist cookbook and put it right back down again. So it doesn't appear again. I'll take Continuum because it does this. Whee! Blood of the Martyr, straight up damage up, and little chest. I already have that. Like, all of these achievements I'm getting, I already have them. I just guess they didn't used to have actual Steam achievements attached to them. So, I guess that's why. That's why I'm getting... Excuse me? That's why I'm actually, like, getting them now, I guess. Oh boy, look, Mr. Boom! Where's the kaboom? It's supposed to be an earth-shattering Mr. Boom. And... die, wretched. Also, in the chest, all chests are pedestal items. These are may as well pick them up kind of things. Curdy touch, yay. It's one of the reasons why Contract from Below is so good, because it doubles up everything you get after the fight. So if a chest drops, you get 2 chests. Oh, there's some little dangles up here. Get out of here. So... what? Was there a white heart on the floor that I didn't notice? Alright. Ah, fuck. That was my fault. I tried to get into a cheese position and I did it at the wrong time. Oh, getting a white heart on the last floor is not actually a bad idea. It's like just one extra hit at the end of the game. There's no downside to it because you don't get the red heart now. Even if I get red hearts now, like I don't need to worry about the devil deal going away. The only issue is right now I have an item called the Polaroid, which means if I'm down to a red heart or less of health, every time I get hit, I get a shield. Which, if you have no red hearts, you're always going to be down to. Broken cut, right heart. I never figured out what that did. I'm sure it's very important. God damn it. Yeah, one of these days I'll go the correct way. I know, like in RPGs and stuff, I like to go all the wrong ways first, but gosh dang. I definitely should have taken damage there. I don't know why I didn't. The Hermit. Let's use it. Oh man, can you still cheese this boss? You sure can. Just hug this top wall. Most versions of that boss you can just kill. I'll take this because there's no more rocks to blow up. Get out of here, Horn. No one likes you. Really, no one likes the Horn. I can't think of anyone who I've ever heard say, man, I really enjoy fighting the Horn. Oops. I honestly thought they were dead. Well, sucks to be me, I guess. The Fool! I'll take back to the first room, which I don't want to do. Oh, that's a... No dudes. There was no dudes in there. If I say there's a lot of dudes, there were, in fact, 0 dudes when I was done with it. Secret room! Damn it. Could have been a super secret. You don't know, you weren't there. You don't know my life. Yeah, managed to get him before he went up again. Screw you, buddy. What was this? Pinky eye? Sure. Every so often I'll poison. It's a chance to do more damage. And it goes off way more often than the fake dead bird thing. Whatever it's called. The talon thing. Okay, that's interesting. I had a shield up, and I walked into him with Turdy Touch, so he became a turd. Apparently, if I get my shield, I can just walk into shit and it dies. I can walk into shit, and it becomes shit. In the fire? But it's not. Oh man, Magician, fuck yeah. I'll use that in the final boss. And dead. Here we go with Parasite and Charm Shots. Sure. So now, when they finally... Oh no, Parasite doesn't really work because it doesn't hit walls. Oh, never mind. Let's do this. So if I do this first, and then do this... Oh, apparently it doesn't stack with that. Oh, how embarrassing to me. Whoops. Oh, he's dead. Not a lot to say about that. He just sort of died. And that right there is the game. It has been a year. Also, I forgot how loud this is. Feels bad, man. Feels bad, man. So yeah, it has been about a year since I played this game. And I really enjoyed that. I did. I made a lot of mistakes, but the game hasn't changed that much, so ultimately after like the 4th floor, after I got that Abaddon, really, I knew I was going to win. So it wasn't that bad. But that was a lot of fun. I might do some more of this. And when I'm saying might, I mean I will do more of this. That was really fun. Ooh, had a can of energy drink the entire time and completely forgot because I was having so much fun. In any case, thank you guys very much for watching. I'll leave it here, so I'll just finish by saying, you stay classy, internet, and I'll catch you next time. Take care, everyone. Goodbye.